Hello.
Yeah, hi.
Hi, how are you today?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you.
Good, good. My
How are
name
you
is
doing?
I am good. I am good. My name is Cyrus, and what is your name?
Okay, nice name. My name is Prakash, and it's pleasure to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, Prakash. We have probably about 10 minutes. Will that be fine? Because my next student comes on in about 10 minutes.
It's okay. That's enough for us.
Okay, great, great. Now, were you wanting to do this lesson?
Uh,
Yeah.
okay, free conversation. I would like to have a free conversation with you.
Okay, okay. I did not. I'm sorry, I did
Yeah.
not. Sorry, we do not have enough time then for the lesson. Brief conversation.
Okay. So could,
So,
uh, could, I-
so
could I could I ask you something about you?
sure.
Okay. So how long have you been on this Cambly platform?
I have been on 10 months.
10 months. It's a long time. Then, so you have a vast experience to have a conversation with new people.
Yes, yes. I have had a wonderful privilege of talking to a lot of people. Yes.
How do you find talking with people?
I enjoy it very much. I have learned a lot from my students in spending time with them, learning about their culture, learning about their jobs, their families, talking to them about world issues, uh, talking about where they live. So, in addition to helping them with their English, I find that many of the students do very well. And so it is a joy to be able to help them to learn.
Mm. So your job is quite interesting, and you enjoy doing this whole thing. I can see your face. You have a lot of satisfaction on your face. Okay,
Yes.
teaching job is so actually teaching job is in my opinion this is the holiest one of the holiest profession in this world.
Yes. I can agree. I can agree. It is something very good. Well, when you teach other people, um, you are not just imparting information, but you are helping them to get to know something that perhaps they don't know. But also in the process, as the teacher, you are learning because you learn from your students as well. So,
I do agree with you. Yes, yes, I do
yeah,
agree with you because each and every person has a specialty,
yes, that's
and
good.
we can learn from everybody. We can learn from everybody.
Yes,
Though he
yes,
is our student, though he is our student or she is our student, but he or she has specialty and we can learn.
yes,
Yeah,
yes. So that's important. That is important. I don't think that anyone knows everything. That's for sure.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
What about
Okay,
what
so
about
yeah, yeah, okay. So
are
I'm a
you
teacher in India. Yeah, I'm a
you
teacher
are
and I
okay.
teach languages here. Yeah,
Okay, good, good. So
okay.
now you teach. Do you teach at university?
No, I teach in a high school.
In high school? Okay, okay.
Yes,
So you,
and that's my purpose actually. That's my purpose to talk with native English speakers. Just I want to brush up my English, and I will record this video. I will show the same video in my classroom. I
oh,
will show
good.
them how to talk with native English speakers.
Oh, good.
So,
Well, I
so
think
these
that's
videos are quite useful for my students. Yeah, they like to make presentation also. They like to have conversation with the other people. They record it also. They send me, sir, look, this is our conversation.
yes, good. Well, that's great.
Yeah.
That is good. That is very good. I think that's nice
Mm.
that you share that with them because, too, that may help them to have the courage to continue learning the English language if that's what they're learning. Yes,
Yeah.
because sometimes English can be very difficult. It can be very hard. Um, but if your students see that you are making the effort to continue your education, they will do the same. They will do the same.
Mm. Yeah.
So nice, very nice.
And I also show them, English is not a subject, it's a language. Okay. Just whatever you want to share with the people, the other person can understand. That's all. Don't worry. In the initial stage, just focus on your fluency. Don't worry about mistakes.
That's right. That's right. Good advice. Good advice.
Mm.
I try to tell my students that all the time because many are sometimes they get concerned about making mistakes. And they say, well, if you were fluent, really fluent in the language, you may not have as many mistakes, but you are learning. There's nothing wrong with making mistakes because when you make the mistake, you allow the teacher to help you to change that. And then you can be able to speak more fluently once you understand what the error is. So yes, that's good.
Yeah.
Tell them don't focus on their mistakes.
So it's my privilege to talk with the very experienced person who knows how to teach English language. That's great.
Well, I'm happy to have the privilege of doing so.
Yeah.
Now, so
So
are you teaching an English class? Is that what you do
yeah.
as well? Ah.
Yeah.
Now, how long have you done that?
Yes, more than 10 years.
More than 10 years. Oh, great, great.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is good. That is good.
But before that, I used to focus on grammar only because purpose is to pass the examination. That's
Yeah.
why I had to focus on grammar. But now I realize, though I'm an English teacher, but I'm not able to speak with the native English speaker. That's not good. I must improve my English. That's why I started talking with native English speakers, and now I can do it with confidence. I think so.
Yes, your English is very good, very good.
Thank you.
So that is good, and that's the thing. That is what's important. It's not just the language itself, but it is also having confidence. And the more a student talks, the more a student gets involved with the language, they start to build that confidence. I think that is the
Mm,
hardest part for students. I try not to talk so much because I want them to talk. Um, Teaching is not just talking, the teacher talking. Teaching is allowing the student to express himself.
definitely.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
That way
Yeah.
you have the
So yeah,
opportunity to learn.
yeah, yeah. So I strongly believe that, and I highly recommend my students. The more you listen, the
Mhm.
better you can speak.
Yes, yes.
Mm.
That's true. That is true. And they can do. There's many different ways that they can accomplish that. Um, they have many videos out here on YouTube. They have television with movies and a TV series, podcasts. Um, there are a lot of news articles, or many news articles these days. Sometimes they have the ability to read the article to you. Um, so these are all things that they can use to help them to listen and then practice by repeating what is said. They not only learn new words, but they also learn how to pronounce the word. And these are wonderful tools to help them. So very nice.
Yeah.
And on YouTube, there is so many different tools. There's so many instruction videos on how to speak English, um, talking about the various uh, parts of speech, nouns, verbs, adjectives, adverbs. Um, there's a wonderful amount of tools on there. I use a lot of these with my
Yeah.
students.
Yeah. So as far as I'm concerned, YouTube is a great boon for the people who wants to learn, who wants to improve themselves.
Yes, it is. It is
Yeah.
very valuable tool. And I
Yeah.
mean, there's a lot of things you can use YouTube for, but in particular, there's a lot of videos on there for learning English and other languages. If you want to learn
Yeah.
other languages, you can learn it on YouTube. So
I
that
can remember, actually, I can remember okay, I'm from India, and when I was learning, or when I was trying to brush up my English, that time internet was not available, or I could not afford internet that time.
okay.
Okay. So YouTube was also not that time.
Yes,
So I had to purchase some CDs and books.
yes, yes. Well,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of them out here too. There's a lot of CDs and
Yeah.
books. Yeah, the one that's popular is Schuster Schuster's Pimsleur. That series, you may have heard of that. It's a very popular series because they do many different languages. Um, you can learn different languages. I'm not sure if they have English. I would think that they probably would, in being that they have the other languages that you can learn from. But it's a very good series. It's easy because they use a lot of memorization to help you, memorization tools to try to help you remember the language. There's a couple others too that I have heard about that is very good in helping with learning languages. Um, but they're out there, so they're good. They are good.
Okay, I would like to add one more thing how YouTube is useful for me. Yes, I can still remember in the 2008, yes. So when Barack Hussein Obama started his campaign, Road to
Yes.
White House,
Uh-huh.
and he made his speech in front of the people,
Yes.
I accept your nomination for the presidency of United States of America. And I was stunned. I was fascinated by the speech of Obama.
Yes.
And I became interested in public speaking,
Yes.
and now I can watch TED videos on YouTube. So where the great people come, they share their great ideas, they inspire us. So it's a great boon. Without YouTube, it is impossible to watch them. Yeah,
That is true. That is true. Yes, a lot of people will use Barack Obama's speeches as a good way to learn English because he speaks very clearly and he speaks very well. And so
yeah,
they like to use those speeches to practice being able to form the words, being able to learn grammar, um, and even new vocabulary because he had a very good vocabulary knowledge.
mm,
So that yeah, that is very popular. Many of my students have
yeah.
expressed that they use that. Hmm. Very good.
So when he took the oath, he remembered the Martin Luther King Jr. So
Uh,
one day, the Martin Luther King Jr. had a dream: the black person would be the president of United States of
yes,
America, and now I'm taking the oath as a president of United States. So I like him. And Michelle also, we cannot. Michelle is also the great public speaker.
yes,
She can control the audience. Yes, she can control the audience.
yes.
So what's your point of view about Michelle also?
Well, actually, I'm gonna have to stop there because my next student is on.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But
Okay, okay.
it was nice to meet you. And
Same to you. It was a nice conversation, and
yes,
I remember you. Yeah, you are a nice and friendly person. Your
well, thank
teacher, I
you.
can say. Yeah, yeah. That's why your rank is very high on Camly.
Well, thank you, thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah,
I appreciate that very much. And say hello
yeah.
to your class for me.
Okay, okay,
Okay, bye bye.
okay. Bye bye.